Hey, yo, what's goody?
So, for today's podcast, I'm going to be talking about it was really a story, but it was mostly just something that someone was curious about. And quite frankly, I am too. So, the title of the post is LGBT terminology has become vague and senseless. No judgment. I'm just going to see what this person has to say, and then I'm going to offer my thoughts afterwards. I am a member of the LGBT. I have been for some time, and I am really frustrated about how the meaning behind LGBT words have changed so much, not often for the better. Here are some examples. Homosexual. It used to mean you are sexually attracted to people of your own sex. Now it means you are sexually attracted to your own gender. Your sexuality is not based on the physical aspects, but what someone identifies as. You can be a man attracted to a full bodied woman who identifies as a male and still be homosexual. And of course, genitals have nothing to do with sex, so you can be a lesbian who loves penis. Okay, the next one is bisexual. Used to mean you are sexually attracted to both men and women. The new meaning is you are sexually attracted to two or more genders, for example, men and non binary people, or men and bigender people. Seeing as there are no infinite genders, I wonder how long until we have trisexual or quadsexual. Transgender. It used to mean your internal brain sex does not match your body's sex. So you want to transition to the opposite sex so that you match. Your brain matches your body. But now it means your gender doesn't match your sex. What is gender? Gender cannot be defined. Most anecdotes online will tell you it's basically which sexist stereotypes you like more. Gender is what you feel like. A common saying is if you've ever wondered if you're trans, you're trans. You're also trans if you identify as non-binary or any of the new genders that don't have a sex assigned to them. Except many people will argue that trans people are physically their chosen sex. Being transgender has nothing to do with transitioning. You can be trans and not even socially transition. You don't even need to change pronouns if you don't want to. So that's the new meaning of transgender. It's becoming a little bit confusing to me. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like just keep these terms simple. Like, it's already kind of hard to decipher for these people what they want to call themselves as and then be accepted by other people. So you want other people to accept you, so why not make the transgender word exactly what it means, right? Your brain doesn't match your body, so your sex is different, right? So your brain sex might be a female, but you're a male, so you want to transition. I feel like that should be the transgender meaning. But now you don't even have to transition. You don't really have to identify as non-binary or any of the new genders. You don't have to do any of that. So basically, I don't understand what the meaning for the other words are because one meaning is the same meaning for a couple of them. So let's continue. Pansexual used to mean sexually attracted to men, women, and everything in between. Trans people usually. Now it means bisexuals always were attracted to trans people. Attraction has nothing to do with bodies, only gender. And a pansexual is attracted to people regardless of gender, whatever the hell that means. Because, okay, so it says attraction has nothing to do with bodies, only gender. But it says that in the previous definition, it said gender cannot be defined. So if you're only attracted to people based on your gender, but the gender cannot be defined, then what are you attracted to? It's really confusing in that way because are you attracted to the person that's there? Like, you obviously see that the person is a male or a female. Like, it's obvious. Like, don't say like, no, that person is like, they were born a certain sex type. A baby is not going to be born and on their birth certificate as a transgender. That is not a gender option when you're born. You're either male or you're female. I understand that over time you can develop these things, these behaviors, and the behaviors can cause you to act a certain way based on what you see in the world around you, and also based on your experiences, which may cause you to want to be transgender, bisexual, homosexual, or change your body type so that you can look as the gender that you feel, you know? So let's continue. Asexual used to mean you do not experience sexual attraction and aren't interested in sex at all. And that is exactly what asexual means. Like, there are bacteria that are asexual and they multiply within themselves, meaning they don't need another organism to reproduce because they have themselves. Those are asexual beings. They don't have sex to reproduce. So that definition is fitting for someone who identifies as asexual. But now, asexual means you just aren't attracted to people. You can still have sex, still enjoy sex, as long as you're not attracted to them. What is being attracted to someone? Anything from thinking they're sexy or thinking they look cool, except you can be asexual and have aesthetic preferences. Okay. I feel that you can like something. Like, it's okay to like the way that someone looks. It's okay to feel like, oh my God, that person's hot. Like, but to call yourself asexual because you don't have emotions, like, towards someone, that sounds like trauma creeping in. Like, I don't know about you guys, but if you're withholding your feelings from telling someone that you're attracted to them because you identify as asexual, you're only causing damage to yourself. So you're identifying in something that's probably like gonna hurt you in the long run. So the last one is demisexuality. It currently means you can only be sexually attracted to people after forming an emotional bond. And it's basically sexual orientations aren't actually about what you're attracted to now. They're also how you're attracted to someone and when to even feel attraction towards that person. So do you require romancing before getting comfortable? Or that's a sexuality now on, that's kind of like homosexual now, because you're getting discriminated a lot for not being into casual sex. And how many rights did you need to fight for, like, to get a right for casual sex? Like, is that what demisexuality means? Like, you have to fall in love with them as soon as you meet them in order to have sex? Or you have to kind of like wait till marriage? Or like, what's the real term for that? Because I wanted to find out if, for you guys, has it been a little bit like hard to understand these new terms that are coming out in the LGBT community? And I feel like now the words are getting longer. Now it's LGBTQA. I think the Q stands for queer and the A stands for ally. So that means ally. That means that, you support them, but you're not gay, basically. So you just align with them. So you might have a pride flag in your house because you support it, but no one in your house is, gay, which is fine. But just don't try to knock people for not calling you by your proper pronouns, because it is new. It is a fairly new topic and a fairly new, terminology that we all have to use. And then at the same time, you want everyone, and I'm speaking to the LGBT community, you want everyone to include you in things, and you want inclusion. But bear with the people who are still learning these terminologies. Kindly just let them know if you want to be called a certain way. If you feel like what they called you, is not the right thing, let them know. But if they react to your comment by saying, I just don't agree with that, just accept it, because you're not going to change the entire world in one day. So that's just my opinion, and I want you guys to let me know how you feel in the comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.